In the dimly lit alley, Maybelle stood on the edge of despair, ready to end her life. She was tired, a scavenger living in a world that seemed to have no room for her anymore. As she stared into the darkness, feeling the weight of her loneliness, a voice broke through the silence. "Don't let go. There's more to discover." Startled, Maybelle looked around. No one was there. Then, from the shadows, a bird appeared. It was Whisper, a mysterious bird with the ability to become invisible. He had a soft, calm voice, and something about it made her pause. Who are you?" Maybelle asked, her voice shaking. "I'm Whisper," the bird replied. "I see you're hurting, but don't give up. The world still has beauty in it, even if you can't see it right now." Maybelle blinked, unsure whether to believe what was happening. "You're a talking bird?" "Yes," Whisper said with a gentle laugh, "and I can help you if you'll let me." Maybelle hesitated. "Why would you want to help me? I'm just... no one." Whisper flew closer, his feathers shimmering briefly before fading back into invisibility. "Because everyone deserves a second chance. Come with me. There's more to life than what you've seen." Intrigued, Maybelle followed Whisper out of the alley. Together they walked through the dark streets, Whisper leading the way, though she couldn't always see him. He described the world around them, bringing it to life in ways Maybelle hadn't noticed before. "Look at the flowers," Whisper said as they passed a small garden. "Their colours are brighter than the night." Maybelle stopped and knelt down, her fingers brushing against the soft petals. "I never noticed how soft they are," she whispered. Whisper flew around her head, invisible again. "There's beauty in every corner, Maybelle. You just have to be willing to see it." They faced challenges together. There were days when Maybelle felt like giving up again, when the world seemed too harsh and cruel, but Whisper was always there, his voice steady and comforting. "Remember, Maybelle," he would say, "there's light even in the darkest places. You just have to find it." And slowly she did. She started to see the world differently, not as a place full of pain and suffering, but as a place where beauty could be found in the smallest things, a flower blooming between cracks in the pavement, the warmth of the sun on her face, the sound of birds singing in the morning. One day, as they walked through a quiet forest, Maybelle stopped and looked around. The trees were tall, their leaves rustling softly in the breeze. She smiled for the first time in a long while. "Thank you, Whisper," she said softly. "I wouldn't be here without you." Whisper, who was perched invisibly on a branch, replied, "You did this yourself, Maybelle. I just helped you see what was already there." Maybelle nodded, tears filling her eyes. "But I wouldn't have made it without you." They continued their journey, but something had shifted in Maybelle. She no longer felt like a lost soul wandering through life. She had purpose now, a reason to keep going, and though she still had moments of doubt, Whisper was always there to remind her that she was never truly alone. As they stood on a hill overlooking the setting sun one evening, Maybelle felt a deep sense of peace wash over her. The sky was painted with shades of orange and pink, and the world seemed quiet and calm. "It's beautiful," she whispered. "Yes," Whisper agreed. "And so are you." Maybelle smiled, feeling a warmth in her chest that she hadn't felt in years. "What will we do next?" she asked. Whisper's voice was soft but filled with excitement. "We'll keep exploring. There's always something new to discover." And so they continued their journey, side by side. Whisper remained invisible most of the time, but Maybelle always felt his presence, guiding her, reminding her of the beauty in life. She no longer felt like giving up. She had found hope in the most unexpected of places. A talking bird who had shown her that there was still so much to live for. As they walked into the horizon, Maybelle knew that her life had changed forever. She wasn't alone anymore. Whisper was more than just a companion. He was a symbol of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always light waiting to be found. And with that, Maybelle embraced the future, ready to face whatever came next, knowing that as long as she had Whisper by her side, she would never be lost again.